Hi there, this is the vlog for May. The year nobody complained about how fast the year was going. In fact, you might be a bit like me and thinking that 2019 was a bumper year compared to this year. The development over the road is in full swing. Progress stops for no introvert. The beginning of the month, we find our garden is still in full bloom in many places. The chrysanthemums that the boys bought me nearly 5 years ago for Mother's Day is looking gorgeous. The dahlia tree is just starting to bud, so it should be time for the winter storms to hit. I've never actually had them survive flowering without damage yet, so here's hoping, hey? The king proteas are growing slowly. The top veggie patch is kind of in rest mode over winter with just a few odds growing. The sweet potatoes should slow down soon and start growing the potato part. Broad beans are slow to start this year, but they are old seeds, so we'll see how they go. Oh, and remember those trees. It's important. That one too. The last of the bok choy has gone to flower, but we put them in soups for garnish anyway. We are growing white salad onion for the first time. Hopefully they go okay. We have all the lemons are budding, and for the first time in 8 years we are finally getting some lemons to pick and eat this year, so that's awesome. Today is the 1st of May and it's our 27th wedding anniversary. Rob has been wanting an outdoor fire to cook on over weekends, and I love fire. And of course no girl gets all the romantic stoppers pulled out like I get. Not only did we catch a few herring on a thoroughly horrible day out in the water, and a leather jacket who happened to keep following us around like a little lost puppy. It was actually quite cute. Then there was Mr. Squid. Mr. Squid and I did not get along. He inked me from that bucket when the second squid went in. I'm such a lucky girl. Most other girls get taken out for dinner or even a bunch of flowers on their anniversary. Aren't I lucky? Of course, the next night we got to try the new fire pit and I got revenge on Mr. Squid. Yum. The roadworks are in full swing now. Oh, and remember those trees back then? Yeah, that happened. So the second week of May and the rain came and came, and that's what happens when you get lots of rain and big trees. Now I know I'm a short little person. I'm about 5'4", between 5'4" and 5'5", and that's the root system. Now for the hard work. This is about where I realised my poor lavender had copped a beating. These trees are a great opportunity for the lad to learn how to use the chainsaw for the first time. Now this, people, should be a warning to all, to always know where all of your animals and children and anybody else that is walking around on your property when you're cutting up trees like this. That's a couple of ton there. So this just basically went on for the next 3 days. Poor Rob was absolutely exhausted. So, remember that tree right there in the middle? Another storm. And so began another weekend of chopping, and more chopping. We're kind of over it. So we've put some of the logs underneath this stump to stop it from going all the way back, and hopefully we can burn it out towards the end of the year, if not early next year. That is one big tree there, and that is still a couple of ton. You can see what would happen if someone was stuck underneath. In the meantime, the shop has reopened and cooking has restarted. Oh, and yeah, roadworks and rain. We're sick of muddy cars. And then this happened last week. Oh, and yeah, my car had to go to the doctor's. 9 weeks without a car, I am definitely over that. Oh, and we still have to be graded out to get out of our street. Yeah, we're a bit over that too. So today is the last day of May and the chrysanthemums are done. The poor dahlia tree did not survive all of those storms. I live in hope that each year the other plants will be big enough to protect it the following year. But there's new buds. Sweet potato are dying down now. And the broad beans are doing a lot better than I was anticipating, so good luck with that. Snow peas are looking good. And the mess is still there to clean up. That's going to take a couple of months now to burn off. With the bok choy gone now, the onions have a lot more room to move. And the garlic is finally up. The new growth has turned green, and look, lemons. Yum! The fire pit has had a lot of use, weather permitting. The greens up on the top are doing really well. That's turnips there. I may have overplanted, but they are just seeds shaken there. All the cabbage looks like it's doing okay. The bugs haven't done too much damage. Rob's famous beef satay is pretty much our Saturday staple. And the chooks get their seed that has been soaked in bone broth as the day comes to an end. Thank you so much for visiting, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Bye.